I see
No,
what's
no,
going
hold on.
on.
Hold
Okay,
on,
you
hold
doing
on.
it now.
No,
I
no,
see
no,
what's
no,
going
no,
on.
hold
But go
on. Let
ahead.
me land. Let me land. Because
That's cool.
unless we, because when I'm asking, because now I'm asking this question: are we going to start giving Domi Reversi feats to Rocks on the regular? Because
No,
I'm sorry, you're going to start lying about shit. Because that wasn't Rocks on his regular. That was Rocks with a boost, right?
no.
And
I'm not counting. No, CJ. I'm not. I
okay,
don't mean to
so
disagree with you.
okay, so
I'm not
if
counting
like
that. I'm not counting the
yeah,
Domi reversal because we know that people get stronger when they get. But what I'm telling you is, if this man would have survived, fuck that pointy head, cone head nigga. That nigga would have died. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna let you finish first because I do have a second question. But go ahead.
well, you say that, but Garp had to rise to meet his level. So if nothing else, he was still giving Rocks an extreme diff fight, if not barely edging it out and winning it. Like it's not like it really. This really ain't crazy to say because I did the research throughout One Piece and all these things line up. He was much older when he fought that nigga, and if you want to tell me Rocks didn't get stronger in the 8 years when literally the gap between him, like, all right, let me ask you this: do you think the gap between Garp, and Rocks is wider or is shorter or wider than the gap between Zoro and Luffy?
Oh God. No, I think it's pretty much the
Why you bring
same.
them up?
Yeah,
No,
like
I just want to
because
see how
like
he
you
judge.
know
How
where
I
you
want to.
go ahead.
No, I just want to see how niggas are really judging the gap between Roger and Garp versus Rocks.
No,
Like,
I
what the
don't
gap
think the
is
gap
between them.
was that. I don't think the gap was that far. No,
And
no.
that's my point. All right, so if and we've seen Luffy. If the gap ain't that far, cool. And we've seen Luffy in the course of one fight bridge gaps much larger than that one because of hockey blooms. And you are really trying to tell me his grandfather and the nigga whose will he inherited aren't going to do the same thing in 8 years of experience on the sea when it's probably more contentious than it was in Luffy's time? My nigga, what are we talking about?
Okay, hold on. Let me get my JD on. Hold on. Excuse
I
me. You know the JD be doing that.
was so sick
Hold
of this nigga.
on. So, okay, let me ask you this: do people in One Piece, when they get older, do they get weaker or stronger?
Both.
Okay, all right. See, I see what we're doing tonight. Okay, let me ask my next question
No,
then.
no, no. No cop out. No cop out. No cop out.
Because I see what's going on. All right, because you're doing it again. But, okay, did Don, whatever his name is, Conehead, did he get stronger or weaker?
In what?
Later
Oh,
on
when
in
he
life.
fought Luke. Oh, weaker.
Okay, and why is it that's in your perspective, on your perspective, why is it that you think that certain characters get stronger why they get older and why certain ones don't?
I that's why I said it's not a cop out. It's literally about like getting older and then growing into old age are two different things, right? Not trying to be funny, but dead ass. Like a nigga
Hmm.
turning 32 is different than a nigga turning 68, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so I say that's why I say I think they get stronger unto a point, and then like when you reach your prime, you're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. You might pass your prime, you can probably make some really good leaps and bounds, but eventually it's not going to be the same as when you were younger because now there's a tax involved because the body's taxing you. So it's just depending on what age you're doing it, yeah. And in One Piece, we've seen 50 and 60. Ain't nobody 50 and 60 slowing down. They have not slowed down at all. Because if that's the
Okay.
case, then all the admirals should be old men acting like they can't do shit right now. And we've seen there are levels to the shit we've seen from them niggas.
Yeah, but the question now is how weak is God compared to what he used to be?
That was going
But
to be
that's
my
but
next
that
question.
but that's my thing though. Nothing about Garp was in old age. He was 40 at God Valley. He was 48 when he fought Don Chinjao. That is literally the prime in his prime in One Piece.
Yeah, no,
Anytime
no. But I'm talking
anytime
about
we've seen Garp with the black hair, black beard and mustache with the silver tips, that's prime Garp. That is his prime.
Yeah.
The fact that he's able to keep up with Kiji, who is much younger than him, is insane. Even with Rayleigh keeping up with the Light Admiral,
Yeah.
insane. So I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, um, if you giving me a prime rocks to bring it back to the original conversation, if you giving me a prime rocks versus a prime conehead Don, I'm going to rocks. I'm choosing the black man.
Now let me ask you a question though. Is that just because you can't imagine it happening after what you've seen, or has it been disproven in the story?
No, I'm basing it off of from the time we seen this nigga. Like from his backstory, like the little backstory that we got from him, what Oda gave us, we seen nothing but niggas just talk this nigga up. Like the way Oda portrayed him, it's like God, that like he took out an admiral, and we know how powerful the admirals are. Like we know like the levels in the Marines, right? So admirals are like up there, right? Especially from what we've seen from the ones that are presented in the present story, correct? So the fact that he just killed one, just and then just like it was like, and then just got away with the shit, like.
Hold on
The
now, Vail, let me ask you this. When he killed that admiral, was it low diff, mid diff, high diff?
We can't. That's not. That's not.
Yeah, we
You can't make a
can't.
good answer on that.
Yeah, they didn't.
So,
It's not a lot of details with that.
okay, question. All admirals are on the same power level. Because
I
No.
mean, they're around the
the
same.
only
No, 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 don't say that. They all are in around
no,
the
the
same
only
range.
admirals,
They
the
around the
only
same range.
admirals that are around the same power level are Aokiji, Kuzan,
Eh,
and not Fujito, Aokiji, Fuzan,
Kizaru.
Kizu. Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold
Okay.
you. I can't. I gotta agree with Crunchy. They're all on the same tier because I
except Green
can't
Bull because he a
exactly.
bitch.
But even then though, because again, and I mean, in my heart of hearts, I agree with you. But I'm not one of the niggas that's going to let devil fruits, or he's going to act like devil fruits aren't broken.
No,
And
no,
his
no, they
fruit,
are.
if
But if your
if
fruit's the
his
only
fruit
thing running for you,
now again, I'm
and
not. That's not again not saying he's stronger because he's the very bottom of the list. But there is a tier of power he's clearly there with them at. It's just he's at the very bottom, borderline shouldn't be there. But
Okay.
all
Hold on. Let's do this.
the other four though, they are actually valid because I'm sorry, we can't act like Fujitora wouldn't give any of the other three an extreme diff fight.
Exactly. So to bring it back to rocks, right? Okay. Let's do this. Let's go back in history. Let's go to Guy Valley, right? We all seen it, right? But I don't know. Okay. From what I saw, and yeah, and you tell
real
me,
shot, bro.
and y'all tell me if y'all agree, because we all read it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I need to get that. I need to
was
get my
he
thing.
one of the few people that was able to hit a guy's knight, and his hockey was so fucking strong, was so goddamn strong that it took them a longer time to recover?
I
Now,
am not going to play. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really push too much stock in that because there was
That's
nothing officially
crazy.
stated.
That is crazy.
No, no, no. I'm no
Yeah,
because
yeah.
nah, Vel. Remember we had a conversation about this early, like a week or two ago about God Valley and not said. The one thing I wish they would have went into is what you need to go to do to bypass whatever they got going on. They didn't do that. Like they haven't shown it and tell us nothing. So I'm just genuinely not. I'm
They
up,
told us. Hold on. Gabon told us.
but they never.
Conquer.
Yeah, he gave us an idea, but it went beyond conquerors though. You need. He said something else. Like literally, he denoted a step beyond all having all three. You need all three, but there's a step beyond it. Nothing we've seen in God Valley. He was showing us a step beyond anything,
Okay,
like
quick
real
question.
shit.
Quick question.
Like hold
Go
on,
ahead.
real quick. For all we know, that fight with Whitebeard in them, or no, I'm sorry, with the Garp, Roger, and Brox, that might have just been the first time the sky was ever split. Not that it was more impressive or not done is not outdone later on, but it was the first time we've seen it. Literally, from how God Valley played out, literally, it was just the first time we've seen a lot of techniques that are more common to the world we're in now. They went. That's why you when you go back to Kaido saying like I saw Roger and them do shit with hockey that we have not. I've never seen yet. I think they just broke into some shit that's common for us now. And even on top of that,
I'm
it's one.
listening.
It's I. I'm put to like my argument is not a good one. You don't have to like it. It's literally Trunks and Goten versus Namek Goku. Like, yes, will we argue one was way more impressive in practice? Not arguing that. But with everything we know now and the point of the story they're at, just even through the passage of time, Trunks and Goten have to be stronger than Namek Goku. It's not disrespectful, it's just a fact of the matter. For them to do what they did in
And
the story and
correct.
make and to do what they did and make sense in the story. If if Garp just pulled up randomly, right, to God Valley, fought rocks, because again, even then, you know what? I'll ask you this then: does anybody here think Rocks could take out Roger and Garp without dummy mercy? Does
No,
anybody think
CJ.
that?
So I think the better explanation you're getting at would be like with NBA, like how in the early 2000s, Shaq was just near GOAT level just off of brute force. But now you got Jokic who can shoot threes, pass like a guard, and still get a triple double.
No, but that's that. Like honestly, I only did that because that's too many different things you can push with that. With Goten and with Super Saiyan, it's nowhere. You can argue a lot, but it'll never be no different. Like Super Saiyan's still Super Saiyan. That's why I said it like that because it's the same Super Saiyan that Goku had in Namek, but it was objectively stronger than him. Like they had to be stronger than them to even do what they did in the arc they did in. So to take that, somebody getting cursed out.
Okay,
I
let
need to.
me
Crunchy getting extorted.
Right, I
so
thought this nigga was getting robbed, but no, it's just literally it had to happen. Like it's not a you don't have to be feeling good about it. It doesn't even make it more impressive. But objectively, if Garp had to train with 20 mountains, he had to be stronger than Rocks. That's not saying if Rocks lived to this day, he wouldn't be stronger, but the nigga didn't. And I'm sorry, I don't believe in shoulda,
you
coulda,
know what?
wouldas.
Go ahead and finish.
The nigga wanted, the nigga died.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, it might be controversial, but I don't give a damn no more. Cause this is crazy. I got Rock. It's Emu, and then there's Rocks. I said what I said. I'm sorry. Let me ask a question to the group. Okay, hello, group. Uh,
Hello,
who-
hello, hello, hello.
hello. How strong was King Harold? Because he was on par with King Harold. I still don't know. You know, and I might slightly have Rocks above him, just slightly. But how strong was King Harold to y'all?
I think King Harold was as strong as any of the Yonko. I don't think, I don't think what I'm saying is crazy. I just think who we're talking about, it makes it sound more wild than it is, but
It's probably in there
literally,
or in there. It's in
Name
one of them two.
Any of the Yonko who could not clash with Rocks
Ugh, I
in a
gotta go to the
meaningful
bathroom.
way
I'll be back.
that wouldn't take that shit extreme diff.
Hold on,
Like
say the question again.
name any of the original Yonko that wouldn't go extreme diff with Kaido. I mean, with Rocks, it would just literally go to an extreme death match. Even how it was portrayed, there's nobody can make an objective argument that Rocks is just so much stronger than every Yonko that the nigga would just mid diff everybody. No, it wouldn't happen. You can even have money on Rocks, but you cannot factually say it wouldn't go anything less than extreme diff. This
Okay,
nigga
you
might
know
lose
what? I'm
both
gonna
them
say
nuts
this,
on the way
CJ.
out.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. If Rocks would have lived, oh, that nigga would have been a problem for a lot
But
of
my thing
y'all.
is, I get
No,
that. I'm
no,
not
no, no,
arguing
no,
that.
no, no,
But
hold
why do
on,
niggas act like Rocks would have been the only one?
hold on. He would have been a problem. That black man from Somalia. And I don't even like Somalians. No, I'm playing. Hey, hold on. Let me
Nah,
edit
speak your truth. Speak your truth, Vic.
we need that diaspora war going strong.
that. So I don't even like Somalians, but that black man from Somalia.
Okay,
Okay,
so Val, the problem with your logic is Somalians don't consider themselves black, and
some do.
two,
Here's Tupac.
Can we even trust these Somalians?
and two, the second problem is why did Gub have to train for Don Jinjao but got past rocks that day?
Because at some point it becomes like, oh yeah, nobody like if Rocks lived, nobody could have got stronger. Nobody could have had blooms outside of him. And I'm wondering, after everything we've seen, other niggas could bloom, other niggas could catch up, other niggas can surpass niggas. Because if this is the case, Luffy would never have been able to get strong enough to beat Kaido if this nigga just lived long enough and nobody could match that power.
Okay,
So
okay, but G-Man, hold on. Let me get on this. Let me get this nigga out. So, so what you're saying is okay. I hear your talking points. You're like, okay, people get stronger over time, and okay,
If I can wrap it up, power doesn't stagnate. It evolves. No matter who it's coming from, it'll evolve. It doesn't stagnate because one nigga died.
okay, cool. But my thing is this. Hold on, Pokemon has something to say. Man, stay on vacation. Why are you here?
Nah,
Let
nah,
me
nah,
out,
nah, nah.
niggas.
She know there's
Hola,
very
como
important questions
está?
I've been trying to ask her
Oh, now
because
you
by this
finished.
Capital One application
Look,
that
man,
I
I'm on
forwarded
vacation,
to
bro.
her, and I
I'm on
said like,
vacation,
yo,
bro.
do I send like do you
You can.
do the
I'll
referral
send
on
you my
your end?
email, bro. I'm on vacation, bro.
Okay.
Hola, como esté?
Oh,
está
A rose cone polo.
going ball.
okay. Now she's okay. You know what? I'm gonna start calling you
Goonie
Pokemon
Goo
Queen.
X they do.
Yes,
My
okay, Miss
secret is
Queen.
safe, Bill. Chill.
Okay, Miss Queen.
Goonie Goo.
Anyway, that's what we saying. So hold on. Damn, I don't want to lose my point. Hold on. Give me a minute real quick. It's the back. So you're saying over time they get stronger. I don't disagree with that, but here that's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. And look, I'm trying not to agree with Max or on this nigga. I like Rock. Damn, I'm agreeing with Max. I hate agreeing with Canadians, but I'm sorry. He was him. Like, I'm,
Now it's funny you brought up Max. It's
oh
funny
god.
because I'm gonna use Max's favorite quote for this whole argument: "If
Mhm.
and when." That's all Rocks is an if, a giant if at this point. If he survived, he would have been stronger. That's the problem. The power on the sea wasn't that much. Again,
You said the what?
go
Hold on, look at that.
the
You said the
power
power in the what?
the power on the sea wasn't as much because there wasn't as many people out and about doing things. So Lux,
Ooh.
Roger, Gub, all of them were strong for their time period. But in One Piece, it's not Naruto where they just stagnate in power. They actually
Okay,
grow in power in One Piece.
but here's my thing though. Rocks was okay. Now I wish now here's the only thing that I would give y'all. I wish we would have got a Rocks versus Roger when they was on his island. I really wish he would have showed that and add that in. Um, because that
I don't
would
need
have.
to see Ross. I don't need to see Roger get his ass whooped.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. So you think Roger was alone?
Yeah, because he was weaker
I
than.
again, I'm not.
Mm.
We're not.
Okay, hold on. Let's keep
Yo,
this going. Keep going. Uh-huh.
yeah, we're not arguing that Rox wasn't that nigga. We're saying if the endpoint of Rox's power was God Valley, right? That means his power doesn't grow anywhere beyond that point. 8 years later, somebody who, if after 8 years of continuous experience at sea, because at this point, Garp is the hero of the Marine, so they're sending him everywhere. After 8 years of continuous fighting, this nigga realized I need to go through 20 different mountains to take out Don Chinjao.
That's
That is an
good.
objective upgrade in power. That's
That's
not
good.
saying Rox wasn't that nigga. But again, if Rox never trained and fell off completely after 8 years, I'm talking about in a house bum. I'm talking about
Mhm.
Fat Thor. I'm talking about like Fat Thor fell off. My nigga, yes, the power then was great, but now You know what? Perfect example. If Rock, if this is the, you know what this is? This is Dabur versus Gohan. What that fight was supposed to show? Yeah. Oh my God, this is Cell's power if it was still around. Problem is though, everybody's moved past that power. It was impressive in with the androids. It ain't impressive in the Buu Saga no more. That's what I'm saying. It was great then, but shit has moved on.
Okay, that's
Like
cool, right?
niggas will say the nineties is the golden age of hip hop. Yes, but nobody's gonna make it out right now rapping like it's still the nineties because it's the time has moved on.
Okay, so all right. Let me ask this question then, because you just made me think of something. So you're saying that he was stronger than Rox and Roger? Is that what I'm hearing? Just by a little bit. I ain't saying he was just like up there, up. Like I'm not saying he was just like if this like we're doing numbers, right? If this was 100, you know, 1 to 100. I'm not saying that he just like 100 and these guys are like 50 or 60. Of course not.
No, if Rox is 100, I'd say Garp and Roger both equaled out at 85. That's why they needed each other, especially when Rox got that boost.
So
But
okay,
after
okay,
eight, but
hold on. Put it in JD.
after
Hold on.
8 years, that 85 went away, my nigga.
I agree with them. They got stronger over time. But what I'm telling you from what I saw from this nigga, because from what we seen from we didn't see him grow up. We didn't see him as a kid. We didn't grow with him as a teenager. We got him as a full grown adult that knocked somebody up and got a baby mama, right? So from what I saw from this man fought nothing but top tiers from what it was shown. From what I saw from that man, Don, whatever, Conehead, whatever, because that's what he is, Conehead. I'm sorry. He wouldn't fuck with rocks in his on God Valley a- or after.
Wait, Vel. I get the point you're saying, but look at the statement you just said. You kind of you disproved yourself and proved my point. Chinjao don't need to fight everybody. He fought Prime Garp and made that nigga go back in the gym and get his weight up.
That wasn't even at his level. That's one nigga. If you're saying this guy was hold on,
You're
hold on.
saying there was
If, hold on,
you're
hold on. If
saying
you say, no. If you're saying this guy was at 100, and what's going on so far? You're saying Rocks was at 100. These guys was at 85. Roger and
at the time, at that specific frozen moment of time,
yes, I'm following you. Then that to me, if we're just going off that, I'm sorry, he ain't fucking with Rocks.
but
And
again, then
me again. Now we talking about
yeah, I
Roger and we talking about Garp, then you got it. But we talking about this black man, head no.
nigga, and this is why I'm talking about where it sounds weird because you don't want to wrap your mind around it, but it's objectively true because of One Piece proves it, my nigga. Like this is not crazy to say. Like this is like niggas getting mad. Oh yeah, Cell's stronger than Frieza. Objectively, in the part of the story he's at, he has to be stronger than him to remain a threat. Like do Nick like again? Look at I love it right here. Niggas love rocks right now. Didn't niggas love Kaido? And look at how niggas have talked about Kaido after he took
Then
one
niggas
L
look
to
at it,
Luffy.
but yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it, but again, the '80s were the '80s. Nigga, Magic was great in the '80s. You put Magic in the league now, he doesn't stand out as much because the game has evolved and caught up. Not
Yeah,
saying what he did
yeah, but
wasn't innovative. Hold on,
CJ,
I'm not
who
saying what he
touches
said.
Michael Jackson? Who touches Michael
Nobody.
Jackson though?
Nobody. But no, but even then though, I ain't Rocks ain't Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was Joy Boy. We got shown that in Elbath. Because even then, as much as we've seen from these niggas, we've not seen a hockey release that has matched that yet, even from Rocks. Even when you compared Rocks and Harold together, it still didn't match Joy Boy's hockey. Again, Rocks and Harold were literally Yonko plus. Literally what we always say, like, oh yeah, there's the commander tier, and then there's niggas who are they're still commanders, but they're a step above that can even clash with the Yonkos. We're talking about Yonko plus. And if you think after if you hold on
What are we
after first of
doing?
all because no because let's be real. This is what we're arguing, right? You're arguing Yonko plus,
Yeah,
right?
and then we're
Cool.
gonna get to the chapter though
Garp,
after this.
if
Yeah.
Garp and Roger were already Yonkos here, knocking on Yonko Plus and going beyond that. at God Valley. 8 years of time and experience when all they did was fight each other and Whitebeard and all these other top tier niggas. I'm sorry if you think Rox was going to if Rox's power level at God Valley was going to be the determining factor for that after almost 10 years. What are we talking about?
I'm no. You keep comparing them to the. I'm saying I asked you, is Conehead was he Yonko level plus? You just gave
Yes,
oh, that is you got it, bro. That's
you're
crazy.
you're
Oh,
hold
this
you're
is number
you're
68.
holding
That's
no you're
crazy. Yonko plus? Do you
so
not
because
when you say
be,
Yonko
so
plus, bro?
because
Bruh.
hold on
This
no,
level,
no
bro.
so nah
If
nah so because so
hold on.
so
This is
because
this.
Garp
Let
lost
me
so
tell you
because
how
Garp
it
lost to
sounds. Let me tell you how
Aokiji.
it sounded. Let me tell you how it sounds. When you say that, right? Right? When you say that Yonko plus, that means he can whoop some of the Yonkos. That's and I'm sorry, respectfully or not. When it comes to this nigga, he wouldn't be. How you get whooped by a, a pre Gear 5, a pre Ryu, Luffy?
The same way that I'm
That's
sorry.
I'm
Do you
sorry. No.
but uh,
Hear me out. Hear me out. A much young. Okay. Now, granted, some people can get stronger at different ages. You got your ass whooped by damn near a teenager, my nigga. Come
uh
on, bruh.
okay. So let me ask you this then:
Okay, hold on. Let
At
me ask
what
you a question.
point?
Hold on, one more question before you get to your question. Could Luffy whoop his grandpa before he
No,
got Gear 5 and Ryu, or even after?
no,
All right, chapter 1168.
no, nigga. No, we not doing that. First of all, nigga, you act like these niggas. If all right, perfect example. If we saw from what we've seen from God Valley, if Whitebeard wasn't sick, there's no way he should have been able to survive Marineford, right? Right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
If Whitebeard wasn't sick, he would have survived that and won, right?
Mhm.
If Garp wasn't old, he would have won that fight with Aokiji, right?
There's a lot of factors in that. There's a lot of like,
Oh,
there's a
that
lot
is
of, there's a
not.
lot of, there's a lot of jumping. We gotta be honest, bro. Like a nigga got stabbed. Niggas was like, come on, bro. Like that was, we
but
can't use
but
that.
that I yeah, but even then, that's the point I'm saying is old age is a diminishing factor when it comes to power. No matter how great somebody was, if you catch them in their 70s, yes, even Luffy could bridge that gap. Like, yeah, that's not a crazy thing to say. Like, again, it's literally the power of youth, my
But
nigga.
why,
Like,
if you're saying that, why is it that he can't, in your opinion, still whoop his granddad even with Gear 5? If you're saying that old age is a factor, why is it that even with you saying that that
bec-
he can with
be,
his grandpa?
be, because Don Chinjao is a great example of what happens when you lose and it fucks with your will and your dream. Him losing the cone on his head fucked with how he viewed himself, so he diminished in power, i.e., what happened to Moria. Some losses affect, or some mental losses actually affect your power level overall later on in the story. And again, he didn't get that back until Luffy bashed his head in and gave him the cone again.
You have
So
great
these are,
reading comprehension, CJ. I want you to know that.
huh?
You have great reading comprehension.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. But no, it's literally just I get what we're saying. Like, yeah, it sounds crazy until you take into the factors. Because again, I don't even think Don Chinjao at the Coliseum was the best of that nigga. Because if you mean to tell me a nigga clashing with Prime Garp and that's the best he could do, we are we're lying to ourselves. And even then, still quiet and above, he was still the strongest nigga in that Coliseum outside of Luffy.
Let me do one good thing. Let me just look at one thing. I'm just saying this, and you know, because I'm really trying to get to the child. I'm just saying this. Rocks is just a different nigga. And look, I'm not gassing him just because he's Somalian or black or whatever you want to call him. All I'm saying is, yes, were there other strong people? Of course. I read the story. We all read the story, but all I'm saying is that nigga damn near was Sakuna. Close. You can say Emu was, but he's the closest one outside of Emu, in
Niggas,
my opinion.
when did Sukuna get his ass whooped that badly?
All right, bro. So we go. Wait,
Oh,
wait, wait,
oh,
wait, wait,
oh,
wait.
oh! Now that's too much. Now that's too much.
Wait. So we gonna compare two different. Hold on. First of all, let me get my JD on. Hold on. So, first of all, sir, uh, he got Domi reversed. If that nigga didn't get Domi reversed, bro, like come on, bro, you gotta take that into consideration, bro. That is a
Oh, wait,
OP.
wait, wait, wait,
That
wait,
is
wait,
like
wait. Hold
one
on.
punch
So,
man type powers.
wait. So
That's
you're not
damn
you
near
trying
one
to you
punch
trying
man type powers. What are we doing?
wait. So you're trying to act like he didn't get his ass up before he got dummy reversed? Like
What by
what?
who? Wait. What
Emu.
by, so we're gonna
That fool
choose.
got embarrassed. That fool got embarrassed by Moo.
Hold on. We're gonna choose the number one character, right? And match him up with the number two. Because I already said in not too long ago, 10 seconds ago, I got moved up there. But the second thing close to him is rocks.
You know what? Yo, G. You know what this reminds me of? This is like niggas trying to say, "Oh yeah, Bardock is stronger than everybody because he what he did against Frieza." Like nigga, Rocks is the Bardock of this. He showed you what you could do and it was possible. That only goes but so far. Like you know what? This is like saying, "Oh yeah, Hashirama was so strong that nothing Naruto ever did could have got close to Hashirama," and we've seen the nigga objectively surpass the nigga multiple times. Like
Well,
this is
all
what
I'm
I'm
saying is,
talking.
if he would have met that cone head, that nigga would have been dead. It wouldn't have been no extra fighting. It would have been, nigga, you out of here. Take you and your fucking cone head the fuck out of here. Cone head would
Vel,
have been gone.
wait,
That's
Vel, can
all
I
I'm
ask a question?
saying. If you're saying
At
that
what
he's
point?
gonna be done,
At what point do we acknowledge that if Oda really knew how he wanted to portray hockey back in the story back then, a lot of those fights, a lot of those clashes would look way different. Imagine if we had the hockey information we do now, because again, when we judge older niggas in these flashbacks, we're doing it off half-assed information. And even then, Don Chinjao went up against an
this is
objectively
very good
stronger
past
version of
information.
Garp. He went up against an objectively stronger version of Garp and made that nigga get in the gym. Like this is like again,
But
I know it
CJ,
don't sound
CJ, you
crazy.
said CJ, you said you don't like woulda, coulda, shoulda, but it sounds like you saying woulda, coulda, shoulda.
No,
Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh.
this is literally
Uh-oh.
ain't no woulda coulda shoulda. This is literally what happened. Did oh wait Crunchy, did Garp not fight Don Chinjao and that nigga made him get back in the gym?
I mean, that's cool and all.
But
But
no, did it happen? Yes or no? Did it happen? Yes or no?
okay, it happened. But
And that's an objectively stronger version of Garp than was at God Valley to the point he most likely surpassed the rocks. So you were already stronger than a nigga, and then I made this is literally what happened with Gohan. Yeah, he was stronger than Deborah, but he still had to go in that hyperbolic that go train with the Kais to get up with Boo. It's just levels in time.
Thank you. Sebek is here. Hold on. Let me let Sebek on stage. Mr. Sebek, ask CJ, ask your question to the David Fan member.
I'm gonna mute
I
up.
pose I pose the question or the intellectual thought: Is Don Chinjao stronger than Rocks by what all the information we have on One Piece?
Good afternoon, evening, wherever y'all at on the planet.
Love you, Joe. How you
Yeah,
doing?
much
Hi,
respect, much
Pookie.
love, much love, much love, much love.
Boo
I ain't get all
boo.
that. I ain't get
Wagwan,
all that.
wagwan.
The fuck?
Huh?
You know
What's up,
why?
JD?
Wait, what?
Let's continue on. Let's continue. Just ignore these people. Keep going.
Nigga, I was shouting out everybody. Nah, niggas is pressed, bro. This is
That was
crazy.
for G Metal, not
Um,
you, boy. That boy.
oh, okay, my fault, my fault. Um, Don Chinjao is not stronger than rocks. Thank you for my TED talk.
I didn't expect anything
Can
less.
you explain? Because I don't think CJ gets it.
I
CJ,
don't.
you and I
I
No, no,
gotta
no, no,
have a
no.
talk, CJ.
Yes, I do.
hello.
I think he gets me. I think
Um.
he gets me.
Well. Uh. I don't like to get into a battle of words with CJ because, for CJ's credit, he gonna say some bullshit and he gonna make his point like what's it called relevant.
Like you with a black clover cartoon is what I'm
You gonna
hearing.
rest in your masculinity?
Hello? What?
CJ, you and I gonna have to have a
Hold
talk
on,
because I feel like you and I been
wait.
taking too many L's
Wait,
at anime lunch table.
hold on.
We may
Veil.
have to talk.
We gonna have to
Veil,
talk because we supposed to be
did
packing
I
these niggas
hear
up, CJ. We supposed to be crashing
Veil?
out and shit.
Hold on,
What's
Veil,
going
did
on
I
with
hear
us?
maturity going on? Like my boy said he ain't gonna argue with these folks. What? I like
Hey,
this.
hey,
All
I
right,
don't
all
know,
right.
man. Hey,
Man, y'all act like this a new JD. JD ain't
people
mature.
get girlfriends and
Get
they
him,
change.
CJ.
They
I
grow.
thought he was gonna
CJ,
crash out.
make him come off of mute and crash out.
Why
I
y'all want
can't
this
do that to
man
my brother.
to
Man, he ain't mature. Mature.
He gave Hey, he gave me a compliment. I got a little live
Oh
right
shit,
now, all
it's
right?
almost time for me to go to the strip club.
He did give him a compliment. Yeah. No, I think he
I
remember
feel
that black.
like
He remember that black Cobra conversation. He was like, "Yeah, you got it. Not
G
today's.
Metal.
Not today's,
These
baby.
Puerto Rican strippers better be worth it, G Metal.
What's up?
Not today's,
What's up,
baby."
Pokemon?
I said these Puerto Rican strippers better be worth it.
nah,
All
you
right, we
need
gonna do
Dominicans.
I'm messing
Wouldn't
with
they?
y'all. I'm joking.
Wouldn't they
All right,
work
One Piece.
harder than
So did
regular?
y'all talk about JJK or nah?
we gonna
Not
get to that
yet.
later. We
Wouldn't
gonna
they
We
get
be
to
haven't
that
got to
better
later.
that
than
point yet.
the Puerto
Later,
Rican?
bro. I'm not gonna be here later. Come on.
You ain't supposed to
I
be
don't
here
know.
now.
I
Hey yo,
am
nah.
dog. Why can't I be here
Go
now? And
ahead.
where's chapter 14? And where's chapter 14 at?
Twitter.
Oh, you
But
reading
look,
you reading JJK modular?
I'm reading Medulo, but I'm not I don't I'm sorry, I read the stuff that I pay for. I don't, I'm not
okay,
like you
that's you.
guys.
All right.
Oh my
Chapter
God.
1158.
Bro, I
Jesus.
can't wait for One Piece to end.
Hey yo,
Mhm.
honestly, if she got time, if you go, she want to go, look, y'all can do the JJK thing, and
Nah, nah,
then
nah.
go
Let
back to
these
One Piece.
let these loser pirates go ahead. Fake ass
Loser
pirates.
Pirates is crazy, man.
Fake ass
Hey,
pirates.
I've
Not you,
tried.
Hey,
JD.
I've
Not
hey.
you.
tried to
Not you,
be.
JD. Not you, G Metal either. But the rest of you. Oh, not you, Safari. Oh, not you too. Actually, just Lavelle. Sorry.
Nah, that's funny.
Okay,
Yeah, the process
Pokemon
of
King.
elimination was crazy.
Yeah, I had to
Yo,
just.
the reverse elimination is wild, man.
She
Like
be
I
all
realized it's just you. It's just you.
Nah, but CJ, we
right.
gonna have to talk because after we took that L from fucking who was it? Whitebeard. I don't feel the same no more, and I feel like we. Mm-mm.
Oh, wait,
We got to
where
reconvene.
they lost. She's gone to the part where they lost Whitebeard.
What?
No,
No, we're
I'm
talking
actually
about
caught up
Clubhouse
on. I'm
Whitebeard.
actually caught up on One Piece, but Lavelle don't want to tell y'all that.
We're, we're talking about Clubhouse Whitebeard, Joe.
Lavelle acts like Lavelle tried to quiz me on One Piece. You know how like the anime niggas do, and I actually did good.
You did not do good. What?
I
You know what? We're not doing
did.
this. No,
May
no,
I
we're not
try?
doing this.
Can I
No,
What you
test
mean?
you?
No, no. I definitely don't got time for your. What did
Wow.
Goku say to Gohan on episode 82
No, hold
of
on.
chapter
No,
12?
no. Don't do that. I'm not G Metal. I'm not G Metal or other Joseph that knows the episodes. I just know information.
I don't know other episodes. I'm not that
That's
much of a nerd.
crazy.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Can I quiz you on some information?
Nope.
No, she's on vacation with her husband.
Oh,
They
she's
need to
on
be
vacation
in
right
bed.
now?
He in a jacuzzi, bro. I'm sitting here laying down.
Go
I want us some
join
My
money.
him.
fault. My fault. I didn't know you were on vacation.
Go
I'm out
join
here
him. He
chilling.
lonely. Go play some, I don't know, Bad Bunny and
He
enjoy your
not alone,
life.
Baboon.
bro. I can't even say hi to my friends.
Hello?
That's
How
crazy.
you doing? All right.
Evidentemente.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Suavemente.
we can always say hi.
Plus, I was trying to have this discussion so that I can read the
Come on, man.
this.
Yeah, get that back bunny up.
Despacito.
Crazy.
All right, so can we talk about all right, so can we talk about the key events that happened in like One Piece chapter 1168, King Harold, let's talk about it.
King
Did you say
King
King
Coon.
Harold?
He not a first of all, his name is Harold. He not no
No,
No,
king.
He
King,
Harold.
His
King.
name is
he is.
Harold.
No,
No,
He not
that
he's
no
the
that
It,
king.
it's
king of
nigga's
the giant.
Harold.
No,
Harold has a
it's
O in it.
Harold. It not no he
Harold
not no
has a O
king.
in it.
Harold
Harold
It's Harold.
Harold
Hoasness.
Oh,
Holdor
he
Harold.
go.
This
Holdor.
nigga's
But
name
One,
he's
is.
all
Well,
he's
This
these.
nigga's
Lakers
name.
is
Okay,
six, nigga.
hold
Lakers
on,
is
hold on,
one
hold
Hey
six.
piece.
yo,
One
y'all
piece
on.
heard of
splitting
the
hairs
nigga
like
named
they
Harold
split.
Hard
One
Drives? This
piece
nigga's
niggas.
Harold
One piece
Hoasmus.
niggas splitting hairs like they split butt
Harold
cheeks.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Herald of Doom, Herald of
Yeah, I don't know what to
Destruction,
say.
hold door, hold the door.
Oh my
Lakers
gosh.
is six.
Okay. All
Okay, that's
right.
cool, baby, but he is the coon of the Giants. Okay,
Like
we,
cool
Exactly.
as
we got to
fuck.
put the
Exactly.
Oh,
note
y'all
back
talking about
in
King
there.
King.
Harold?
Wait,
Cool as
wait. We talking about.
fuck.
Wait, are we talking about? We
Yes.
talking about King Kunta?
Facts.
King
Yeah,
Kunta?
king,
We're talking
yeah.
about his impending
His
fall.
name
The
is not.
fuck?
Hey, hold on, Mark, get it right. Mark, get it right. His name is not. His name is Harold.
Harold.
His name is not. His name. He not no
It's
king.
Harold.
It's Harold.
It's Harold.
King
He not no
Fuck
Coon?
you.
king. He not no. He not no king.
Okay, so
Okay.
anyway, can we all
He
acknowledge?
literally took his crown off himself. He not no king. That's Harold.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so anyway, back to King Sambo. Um, there
Harold.
ain't no
Back to
redeeming
Harold.
King Sambo. There ain't no redeeming qualities for
Back to
this nigga.
Harold.
Like at some point,
Facts.
At all.
well, hold on. Let me not lie because I'll let you more balanced than that.
Emo had
I'll
to
give Oda.
intervene, bro.
I give Oda credit. He did show that Harold did do a lot for Giants because he did actively change how they were perceived in society.
Harold.
So to say he did nothing, I won't lie and do that. But it's the way you get in there that niggas can't respect. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Hitler did shit
Harold did
too.
nothing. Harold did nothing. For a war
But
nation, for a warrior tribe that's meant to fight against the powers that be, the one power that was never controlled, the one power that was never eliminated, he's a coon. Don't tell me about no peace. Don't tell me about no peace, nigga.
um
Amen, Joe.
you know what?
Amen.
niggas were still starving in Fishman Island. Explain
Wait,
that.
Not too much
JD,
on
I got
CJ.
Niggas were still starving in
nah.
Fishman Island.
Hey,
Niggas were
hold
still
up. Nah,
starving in Wano. What are you
JD,
talking about? What peace?
nigga, he ain't the king of them places. That ain't his fault.
No, that's not the point. That's not the point. You're the greatest commander of the greatest fighting force
Oh
in the history
god.
of fighting forces. Ain't no
Okay,
peace.
no.
Ain't no
JD, let me ask
peace.
you a question. Quick question, quick. I'm gonna use your tribe, not your tribe, but your people, Nigerians. If the day
Huh?
homie tribe,
Huh?
Is
if
they
the day
homie? The
the
they
Ain't
homie?
homie,
no peace.
I'm gonna need
hold
y'all to
on,
say these words correctly. The homie?
hold on.
Nigga, you were like all due respect. You were born
Can
not
I
like
just can I finish? Can I finish?
if you want to
Can I
attain
finish?
peace, if
Can I
you want
finish?
all due respect, if you want
What
to attain
happened to the
peace,
mature
do it the
JD?
way, huh?
What happened to the mature JD?
Hey, you the only one that said it. But look,
What happened to what?
Nothing.
no.
Love you, friend.
No, what
Crazy.
happened to what? Say it again.
I
I
said
didn't
I
hear
love
you.
you,
Okay.
friend.
I thought she was gonna keep talking.
What
My
Yeah,
bad.
happened
what did he
to
say?
mature? What happened to mature JD?
This is mature JD.
Oh, I
Mature
thought.
JD. No, no, hold
Oh.
on. Mature JD understands with great power comes great responsibility. And you not wielding your
Oh.
power is irresponsible.
Okay, Uncle Ben.
So you
Yeah,
went in the crash out, JD.
I really hate how
Go,
he turned
You
that
Joe.
went
around
in the
into a
crash
bar.
out. You,
Go,
I
Joe.
hate how he
Hey,
turned
he
that
you
around
went in
into
did
the
a
though.
crash
bar.
out.
Hey, that boy
He
spit.
did.
He spit.
Yo, JD, he turned that to a bar. Nigga, I was surprised.
It's the
JD
Wait,
must
wait,
have had
wait,
some
wait, wait. Hold
matcha.
on. Hold on.
CJ,
So,
regardless of the
hold on,
bar,
hold
you
on.
know it's the truth. With
Hold on.
great
So,
power comes great responsibility. You
hold
have
on,
the
JD.
greatest power.
Hold on,
We've
what y'all talking
seen on
about?
screen, and
Hold on,
you're
what
not
Like,
y'all
wielding
talking
it.
about?
Okay,
But
I
his
got you.
mama died.
Hold
Not
on,
too much on her
That's crazy.
Harold.
No.
His mama died.
If you want to see how an individual wields power irresponsibly and then responsibly, look at the Shogun of Wano. That's how you wield power responsibly. What are we talking about? We
Not
saw
too
it.
much. His mama
are we
died.
sure? Are we
JD, his
sure?
mama
Yes,
Cause
died.
no,
Odin,
CJ. At the end of the day, he could have eliminated those guys at any point in time, but he played the fool in hopes that they would honor their word.
Hold on. He could have
There's a
eliminated
difference,
who? No,
but
no,
there's
no.
a
I just got
difference
to
between
hold on to talk to your ass. Who could he eliminate?
he would Kaido. Kaido knew he was done. Kaido literally said it after that first bout in the what's it called when homie has the what's it called the shield wielding dude. Yeah, Kaido said it in that first bout that if he had followed through in that moment, he was done.
Okay, JD.
no, I agree with that. But you saying Wait, you saying Odin was a good leader of Wano is
No,
insane to
I'm
me.
saying no. I'm saying that's how you wield power responsibly. I'm not saying he was a good leader of Wano.
Yeah,
All due
even then
even his
saying
father was
saying
better.
he no, but I'm saying even saying he wielded his power responsibly is actually a very insane statement. Looking at how the story of Wano just went, because this nigga wanted to go fuck around on a pirate ship instead of his responsibilities.
Exactly.
Love Odin down,
No,
love Odin
but the whole
down,
point
but
that
he
I
did
took
let his people down with that one.
I took how I took it for what's it called for, yeah, okay, if you want to say he was irresponsible in terms of him leaving
But
Wano,
he left
fine.
them with hope,
That's
CJ.
how you want to interpret it. From my interpretation, though, they
So
needed a
he's Irvin.
shogun. From my interpretation, especially for the story of Wano, from what we know from the underground Wano, they needed a shogun who was forward thinking, like what's it called, like an Odin. Odin was the first shogun in how many centuries that finally decided we need to open the borders, and that was the story of Wano. They needed to open the borders. They
But
needed a
Jay,
leader who was gonna align with that.
Jay, I get
Okay.
that, and he's great for that thought process. But actually leading the people he led, he left them high and dry. There's literally no good reason to justify that. Like, even if you want to say, oh, he wanted to be free, cool, but he also acknowledged he had a responsibility to the people of his country. Do you think they would have ended up in the same predicament they did, where you have kids like the Torah or whatever? Anyway, where she had to get tortured, like them kid, the other girl with the smiling face can never go in water because she got fed fucked up devil fruits. Like, my nigga, Odin fucked his people over. He might have loved them, he might have inspired them, but he fucked them over to the point Orochi and Kaido had a place to even go.
But even with Harold, yes, he did.
Parole.
Harold did a lot better than Odin, but he still fucked up because he
It,
still got bent over with no Vaseline and let evil
because
in them keep pressing him.
it's doing better. It's doing better, but at what cost? Like, you could do better, sure,
Exactly.
but what is it really costing your people in your country? Because from what we're seeing, that cost ain't worth it. Like, and I mean, the story shows you that cost hasn't been worth it. But I'm saying is you can't. I would say I'm a big fan of Harold getting smoked, but we got to be real, because I think for them
I
to be able to
guess
go where they're going to
I,
go in the present story, you wouldn't have got there without Harold changing how the world saw them.
I guess where we differ is where Otis written these two characters, where like both of them in our eyes anyway, in our eyes they would qualify or quantify as good men, but as good kings, I would agree with you. Harold was a better king in terms of what he did for his people, but I still don't think I still don't believe in the whole a good man can't be a good king, because at the end of the day, in the final moments, fine, okay, I can't say fine, okay. You know what? Yes, they suffered for those 5 years that he was gallivanting around, having children, having the time of his life. They were suffering. I can't justify that. But in his final moments, he went down fighting. He went down inspiring. What did Harold do? He went down bowing to an enemy he knew the outcome of. He saw his friend die to the same enemy. Yes, okay, his friend wasn't powerful enough to make the move. If he had you by his side, would he have had the power? Would he have been able to fight back? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's the constant decision to not what's it called, like okay, my frustration with Harold is he's wielded with the information that like of like of the secrets of the giants. He knows what he stands for. He knows what his people should be doing, and he chooses not to. He chooses, like, even in his at any point in time, say, okay, fine, it was in his final moment, but honestly, I do believe of the moniker better late than never, right? In his final moment, Odin took it upon himself to free his people, and he lost, no problem. At no point in time did you try to free your people. You just tried to make sure that they were safe. And by trying to make sure that they were safe, you ultimately doomed them in the long run. Because, like, okay, yeah, you want to say those years they weren't suffering. They're CJ. We're seeing kids right now being tortured. We're seeing kids right now being walked off the edge of their home, being walked off to their death. And one of them is saying, "Don't fight for me. It's okay. I'll be fine." That's what we're seeing right now. So at the end of the
No, and
day,
I
if you
agree
want,
with you with that, but whose fault is that? Who allowed that to happen?
I think Harold not choosing to fight with rocks. I think Harold not choosing to be a giant.
Okay, JD,
Well, no,
JD, JD.
no, no, hold on, wait, if I could,
Hold on.
real quick. The difference is though there is inherent choice versus inherent circumstances. Meaning, Odin made inherent choices that allowed Wano to end up in those circumstances, right? Harold inherited a fucked up circumstance that he had to fight himself out of. Even look at every other king we followed: Cobra, Riku, shit. Any of the kings, I forget the one, but anyway, or I'm sorry, King Neptune, try whatever, Neptune or try whatever. Those three kings were great kings for their people. They had outside situations come and disrail whatever they were going on. Nobody had a problem with King Riku until Doflamingo made him do what he did. Nobody had a problem with King Cobra until Crocodile came and made rovers and took over his kingdom. Like those are things that they could not control. Odin just said, "I don't want to be here," and left his people high and dry, and that allowed niggas like Orochi and Kaido to get in there to the point that he even had to go against them. Like
No,
literally,
you've
that is
convinced me.
But hold on, JD.
You've
Hold on, hold
convinced
on.
me of the Odin point. I'm
Hold
not
on,
fighting on the
hold on.
Odin point.
Hold on,
Go
hold
ahead,
on, hold
man.
on,
You
hold
can
on,
try to
hold on.
talk.
I'm gonna say this also. Let's be honest. Emu is numero uno. So that situation, I don't give a damn. Even if Harold was there, it would have turned out the same way. I'm sorry. Like, yes, it would have been nice if he helped them out. But then what? The Giants
and
lose a leader
also
now?
who has a better
Like, come
idea what happened
on.
at God Valley? Who would know more about God Valley than Harold? So if he knows God Valley can get wiped away, how do you think Elbaf wouldn't?
Uh-oh.
Like again, we
Elbath would
recognize
have been pissed.
he making some hoe ass decisions, but there is literally it's hard to blame a nigga for those decisions when there's a literal gun in your head. Like honestly, I hate to say it, and it sounds weird because we like rocks, but Harold is the character we should love like we do Odin, if we're being very honest. Because Harold's one of the niggas who actually want to sacrifice for his people. Odin sacrifices people for his fun.
Mm. All right, well, yeah, JD. Mr. Sabet, JD Sabet, where you at? David Clan. All right, all right, all right. We got another black
Nah,
brother
I
now.
see. The Odin point I've accepted. I still think once again, like for as much as we revere Odin, we still are able to sit here and identify his flaws in his leadership. I think we can do the same thing for Harold.
No,
Whether or not what's it called, whether or not his sacrifice staved off the inevitable doom, that's fine. But the story is teaching us, no matter what, the debt collector always comes to collect. Emu always makes his move, no matter what. No matter whether or not you stave him off, no matter or not whether or not you bowed the head, no, the fisherman gave him everything, and he still and he and his people still wanted more. What's it called? People pay him tributes. People pay his people tributes, and they still get terrorized, and they still get what's it called, and they still get wiped off the face of the map. Like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think for as much as you are correct in what the things you are saying, we should look at Harold in a softer light. I do believe the criticisms are fair because we can't simply say, um, this is a situation where everyone's being held at gunpoint, but everyone plays the part, and but everyone still gets fucked. No, like if everyone still gets fucked, but you're the one power that can genuinely change things in whatever shape or form that may take. Fine, okay, Val, say you're correct. Say he doesn't mobilize on God Island with rocks. Say something else happens. He didn't need to mobilize with rocks on God Island to be able to influence the story the way rocks did. He did not. The problem is like, and yes, he did have influence the way rocks did, just not in the way rocks did. If you get what I'm saying. Yes, he's influential in the story because of absolutely yes, his because this is the Herald arc. This is the Herald side arc. This is not the Rock side arc. This is not the Rock's Pirates. This is not what's it called? The emo. No, this is Harold's side arc. So yes, his story is obviously very, very influential on the story. But when we say influential on the story, I don't mean influential on the story in terms of it's noteworthy. I mean influential on the story like you're saving people, you're actually freeing nations. You have that power. Whether or not what's it called, whether or not Emu makes his move against you is not something you can control. Because at the end of the day, you died. It's someone else's turn, but it was you. You were still the leader, and now your two sons, the two like CJ. Keep this in mind: the two heirs you sired are both individuals who have taken up to arms. Not men who use them. Not men who bow down to greater powers. Not men who
Mhm.
use the pen of the sword. Sorry, use the pen over the sword. Men who take up the sword and fight the battle. Whether or not it's being a pirate and freeing a couple mini nations here and there and aligning yourself with the greatest rebel under piracy that piracy has to offer,
I have one question when
or
you done,
whether it's
baby.
being
I got one
entrapped in the
question.
fucking bottom of the fucking society because of your ideals would simply bring ruin to the thing your father created.
I
Let me
like
ask you
mature Joe. I like mature Joe.
So,
this. Let
so
me
hold
ask you
on.
this.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead, go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Grunch. Go ahead. You've been trying to get in. Go ahead.
What was the reason why he didn't want to join Rocks? Like, what made him so gun ho to joining the Celestial Dragons and the Holy Knights and being part of the government system? Is it because of the
Okay, I
idea,
got you. I got you. So
or
No,
was it
basically,
because
all,
Rocks
he wanted to be
or
because
was it
Rocks
independent.
couldn't
because
help his people.
hold on, or was it because he would had his idea through quote unquote relationship of a woman, and he kind of wanted he was so fixated on what she wanted instead of what the whole thing about it. That's how I'm trying to think about it.
No, it wasn't
No, it's just Rocks
he
was
didn't he
chaos
didn't
in a
just say
human
it that
body,
way.
and the problem is Rocks never actually took into account what like Rocks had a plan, and he thought, oh yeah, the Giants would be a good part of my plan. He never really took into account what making the Giants a part of my plan, how that would affect the Giants. Meaning, you want us to go join you, destroy the world and shit, but the world already views us as destroyers. So you have no plan to actually help us get out of that perception. You want us to double down on it and just speak and be what the worst of ourselves are. Like, so basically, Rocks is like, yeah,
But he's
you my
doing that
nigga and all,
anyway,
but
though. At the end,
hold
though,
on,
they're doing it
no,
anyway.
no, but no, but hold on. Rock's idea of it was you my friend, but nigga, yeah, you black, go put this black face on and play into the stereotype. That was Rox's plan. And even then, if Rox was less about chaos and more about actual plan, I think Harold would have joined him. But he realized Rox had no plan, and I can't bank my people's future on a nigga with no plan. You can be my friend all you want, but I can't bank that, especially when I know what I can get from you, what from them. Like
Yeah,
But
like
literally, I
But
know
hold
what
on,
I know
but
what I
question.
get if
but
I find out what
Rock
these
was the
niggas versus
but
I
class
know
guy.
what they.
CJ,
Like,
but
he
CJ, at the
literally,
end of the day,
he
if
was
he
a
would
class
have
guy.
went with Rocks, he would have had position of power. Now he
No,
went with
No, he
them.
wouldn't have.
Yes, he
no,
would.
stop you, bro. I gotta
More
stop
than
you.
a
No, no, no,
God's
no, no,
Knight.
no. No. Hear me out. Crunchy. If he would have went with him, Elbath would have gotten taken over faster by Emo and them. That shit would have happened faster if he didn't work with them somewhat. Our only issue with him is the bending over, the tearing off your horns just to it's pretty much like when no, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. But I'm just gonna say like him doing that, bending the knee, that was just a lot. But I think he didn't realize who the hell he was dealing with. That's what it was, cause so either way, I'm gonna be honest with you, like Rocks would have been a bad decision because like bruh, Emu again is all those attacks did nothing. It got right back up and then Xebec tried to do something and he got taken over. So I'm sorry, bro. Going with rocks was definitely not a good plan, bro. Go ahead, Carter. Go ahead. My bad.
It's like the homie who planned out the heist but didn't plan for actual escape.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You just doing
And he's sitting there like, okay, cool, we going to eat when we get out. But nigga, you ain't playing a getaway car. You just playing how we got the money, and that's it. Now, what happens once you get the money?
Facts. But yeah, man. So hold on. What did y'all think about the actual chapter though? That's what I wanted to ask y'all. What did y'all think about the actual chapter? Like, shout out to Shanks. We got to stop the fraud allegations, especially right now. Like, we got to stop. That man ain't a fraud,
You know,
y'all.
what's so crazy about this chapter to me? I was more interested in the Harold, Loki, and Ida and Hydra and stuff than I was in the Shank stuff, and that surprised me.
Because it wasn't
Mm.
a whole lot.
I think
On
I'm not a fan of the Harold stuff because they don't. He's not even trying to be kind of conflicting with it. He's just like this man, bitch.
no, I mean personally, I don't like Harold, but all the other characters, Hydra, Loki, Ida, I like them, and plus how they color the story. It makes it way more heartbreaking because I'm like, damn, what could these niggas really have done?
No, the real thing about Shanks is I think Oda legit got tired of people trying to theorize their way out of Shanks. He's like, you know what? Let me just show you what Shanks actually is real quick, so y'all can shut the fuck up real quick.
I could see that.
He's like,
Yeah,
y'all be talking and talking and not knowing what you're saying.
at all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, the chapter was cool. It wasn't like last week or the week before, but it was cool though. It was decent. Decent
The,
information. I already knew that when I read and he like, oh, somebody sitting on the throne. Nobody ain't sitting on their throne. Oh, he's the they're putting him on game. Oh well, I guess I'm about to say it. Like he does. He's so easy to get along with somebody. It's just crazy to me. I don't know, man. And to be honest, Rocks knew about Emu. I feel like he had a way to kill that man. You ain't
he
gonna
was not strong enough at that time.
you're not gonna sit there and aim for being the king of the world and know about somebody who's there and not have a way of killing them.
Crunchy,
It don't make sense.
he was not strong enough at the time, and you know it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say.
That,
I said he had a way to kill him. I didn't say he was strong enough to do it one on
He did
one.
that
not.
didn't
He got to have a
Even
way.
Rox himself admitted he just happened way too early for his plan. Rox and Eris admitted, like, yeah, he had a plan, but he didn't have any means to do it by the time of God Valley. That's why Eris was
No, oh, so
apologizing, like,
he no no. Listen to what I'm saying. So he did have a plan to take out Emu.
He did, but the plan
Okay, so
was
hold on. So
far
the
too
plan.
quick. He did not imagine to
I
see
mean
him
that's
that
part of.
quickly.
I mean that's part of different things. Things happen quicker. The fact that he have a plan to mean he know a weakness to kill him. He won't strive for something if he knew he couldn't beat him.
True.
okay, Crunchy, it's a plan versus the means to do it. Meaning,
No, no,
yeah,
I get what you're saying about the means of the plan. What I'm saying is the fact you have the knowledge to kill somebody. It's just like me. If I go into Dragon Ball Z world right now, the fact that I know if I kill King Kai, I mean kill Supreme Kai, I kill Beerus, the God Destroyer, I become dangerous because I know that knowledge and I know I can do that. If I work on a plan to get that done. Do I have the means? No, not right now. But the fact that I have the knowledge would make you dangerous.
All this shows is I was right about Locks being a cautionary tale, but for specifically
How?
Blackbeard. Blackbeard was the reason why Blackbeard moves is because he saw his daddy die the way he died. And now he learned let me only move when I have a hand. Not when I think I can, but only when I know I can. Because again, they have the same dream. But Blackbeard got to see up close and personal. His daddy didn't make it.
My only thing, Crunchy, is why didn't he use it? Like, I'm gonna be
Be-
honest with
I
you,
think because
right?
the plan wasn't ready yet. Like CJ said, like the means he was still trying to gather things to get done. He understood how to kill him. He probably understood what to do, but he was getting things preparated, and
no, no,
and that probably didn't happen.
nah, I ain't gonna hold you,
He
Crunch. I
needed
think
more money and more.
He saw Emu on that throne, realized he couldn't harm him, and realized, okay, my goal is to take you out. I really don't think he had an idea of how to do it yet.
Yeah,
I don't think so. Because
Yeah,
if
I'm
he
with him
did,
on that.
that
Yeah.
that whole setup would have went way differently. Because let's be real, the moment Emu showed up
Exactly.
on God Valley, everything went his way or her or their way. Like there was nothing Rox could do to influence how that went out anymore, other than
I
go
can't
along for
wait
the
till
ride.
Oda
I
at
can't wait till they
least gives us a
animate that.
gender. Until Oda gives us an actual fucking gender. Because he's fucking with everybody with that one. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you shit about Emu.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you. I
Is it
feel like you gonna
Modulo
make
time
Emu a
yet?
girl.
No.
Bruh.